intensity there, Stan. That was Kenneth Tyson, and I tell you, great defensive play. That's Ted Marcus there. Ran a whole lot of the outside veer against these people because they were gapping, doing a lot of stunning on us, and we had some success. That's Kenneth Tyson for a 4-yard gain and a first down, which was a big first down at that time, and now we're down inside the 5 and moving the football.
Second down goal at the 5-yard line. Kenneth Tyson gets it deep in the I formation. He carries for the touchdown. The Eagles go 60 yards in 10 plays. Gervais comes on to add the PAT, and with 1:35 left to play in the first period, Carson Newman leads over Gardner Webb 7-0. Now we're going to go to action in the second quarter. The Eagles lead 10-0 as Louis Gervais has kicked a 35-yard field goal. The Bulldogs have it following the kickoff, 1st and 10 at their own 11, and this was Williams on the carry, but the Eagles guilty on the play of a 15-yard infraction. That will make it 1st down 10, Gardner Webb at the 29. Bianco goes back to throw the football, incomplete to Coach Ken Sparks, another 15-yard penalty.
We had a real letdown right here on dumbness, really is what it boils down to. We had two 15-yard penalties back-to-back. One of them was a hustling penalty, the other one was just a dumb penalty. And then they move the ball here a little bit and throw the ball for a touchdown, and this was probably our only letdown of the whole ball game as far as a series is concerned.
1st down 10, Gardner Webb at the Carson Newman 40-yard line. Bianco goes back to throw. He'll find Huffstetler down the left sideline for the touchdown, and Gardner Webb strikes back 89 yards in 5 plays. Fortner adds the PAT, and with 7:07 left to play in the second quarter, Carson Newman's lead is cut to 10-3. Fortner now ready to kick off, and this will be Pat Johnson.
Stan, we at 10-7, we're pretty much in control, and then they get the easy one there. And then, of course, with the offense got to come back down on the field and establish some things, and that's exactly what they did. Here's a pass interference call. A guy bumped Pat Walker on the deep pass. We had been throwing the short pass, and we set up the deep one, and then we got interfered with. Of course, the rules changed this year. It's only a 15-yard penalty is the best you can get out of it. It's not the point of infraction anymore like it used to be.
1st and 10, Eagles at the 45. Tyson gains 7 yards down into Bulldog territory.
A great run by Kenneth, and Jeff doing a great job reading the veer. Here we come back and run the option game.
2nd down 3 as Tyson gains 6 yards. And this is Marcus for a gain of 11 and another Eagle 1st down at the 31-yard line of Gardner Webb.
This was a big series for us, Stan. Anytime the opponent does something good, it's important to come back and reestablish yourself. And, of course, Pat Johnson on the kickoff return got us in good field position. Our kicking teams really had a great ball game.
3rd down 6 at the 27. Joslin tries to hook up with Tyson. The wall was there on the screen play, but the pass was incomplete. So Gervais comes on. A 45-yard field goal is good, his 2nd off the game. The Eagles go 43 yards in 7 plays, and with 3:52 left to play in the second quarter, lead by a score of 13-7. Now we go to the third quarter, still 13-7. The Eagles have it 1st and 10 at their own 40, and Tyson gains 5 yards. That makes it 2nd and 5 for the Eagles at their own 45. Joslin keeps, but the Eagles were guilty on the play of a 5-yard penalty, illegal procedure. That backs it up to the 40, 2nd down 10. Tyson gains 4 yards, but again, the Eagles, Coach Ken Sparks, penalized.
Well, another one of those series where we had some breakdowns and didn't get some things done that we need to get done. Screenplay, we had the screen set up a couple of times, but football's a game of inches, and we were an inch or two short getting it done like we need to get it done.
3rd down 18, Joslin keeps and fumbles, but Greg McCallman is there for the recovery. A loss on the play, however, of 7 yards. So Ken Burton comes in to punt the football away. Coach Ken Sparks, a big play right here.
Big play. We worked on this all week, and the guy mishandles the punt, and we fall on it, land right on the sideline. Jimmy Covington falls on it, and we've got a big play. Tuba Maddox made the hit. Jimmy falls on it, and that sure helps us.
1st and 10 at the 23. Joslin on the 1st down play loses 4. That makes it 2nd down 14. Tyson gains 6 yards down to the 21-yard line. That makes it 3rd down 8.
First play is an example of, Stan, what we were having to do. offensively check off so much at the line of scrimmage. And, of course, here's the field goal.
Reve's good from 38 yards out, his third field goal of the game. And with 9:19 left to play in the third quarter, the Eagles lead by a score of 16-7. Gardner Webb is unable to move the ball and punts. We pick up the Eagle drive, 3rd down 6 at the 32. Safell on the carry. He fumbles the football away, and Wayne Hall is there for Gardner Webb.
Yeah, it really was a bad play for us right there. We didn't need to lay it on the ground. We had too many turnovers over at Mars Hill. It was real important for us not to have turnovers this ball game. And we only had 3, but that was 3 too many. And that one right there cost us because it put them right back in the ball game. Here's a pass. They checked off at the line of scrimmage, and we have a freshman defensive back in the ball game, and they pick on him a little bit there and score 7.
25 yards in 3 plays on the Gardner Webb scoring drive. Fortner adds the PAT, and the Eagle lead is cut down to 16-14 with 4:24 left to play in the third quarter. After a Carson Newman fumble and a Bulldog punt, we move to the fourth quarter. 1st and goal, Carson Newman at the 4 as Tyson gains 2.
Well, there we are laying the ball on the ground again, mis-executing the offense. And we're down there needing to score, and this is a 4th down play. And, well, this is the 3rd down. Here comes the 4th down, and we kicked the field goal. This was after we'd already been down there, Stan, and didn't score inside the 5, so we have to come back and do it again.
Reve's 23-yard field goal is 4th of the game. That sets a new Carson Newman school record. It's now 19-14. After the field goal, the 2 teams trade punts. Gardner Webb has it 1st and 10 at its own 36. The halfback pass is incomplete, intended there for Huffstetler. That makes it 2nd down 10, Gardner Webb at its 36. Another pass incomplete.
Good defense right here. We came back in the ball game, and defense needed to shut them down, and they did. And good defensive play.
Bianco intends the football for Yates. Again, the pass incomplete. So Brantley comes on to kick the football away, a 46-yard kick. Johnson will ask for the fair catch, and the Eagles will have it at their own 18-yard line, leading in the football game 19-14.
And here's where we need to take care of the football and not, you know, kind of run the low-risk offense. And there's Jeff on a bootleg keep and did a great job getting it out, and now we're out of the hole and we're breathing again.
1st and 10 Eagles at the 38. Tyson on the play loses 1 yard as the Bulldogs get penetration. That makes it 2nd down 11. Tyson again gets the call. He gains 6, and that sets up really the game winner.
This is the big one. And of course, there's a Roadrunner, and he's got that special gear, and he was tired. He kind of cut down that gear right there at the end, and that shocked some people that somebody actually caught up with him. Extra point was missed. I told Lewis that was the unpardonable there, missing an extra point. Of course, he hit 4 out of 5 field goals, so I forgive him real quick. But, Stan, it was a good football game to win. It was an exciting football game to watch. I can't remember a football game where there's any more hitting than in this ball game. Boy, there was some loud contact and some people flying after each other. And I'm real excited about the way our football team handled the victory, because the thing that never happened in this ball game was that the momentum never shifted. I felt like that we were in control the whole way. That doesn't mean that we were comfortable the whole way. It just means that our kids responded mentally and physically the way they should have the whole football game. And it was a good character show, and we're excited about how our guys responded when their backs were to the wall. And pretty good football team out there Saturday night, Carson Newman Eagles.
Well, the Eagles win it by a final score of 25-14. The Eagles now on the season 6-1, 4-1 in conference play. Gardner Webb with the loss drops down to 4-2 overall, 2-2 in the conference. Coming up next, our Coach's Corner series will continue with defensive end coach Mike Whitley. We'll be right back.
Gym bag. Professional exercises at home. DP, fit for life. For life, for life. DP.
My turn.
Why should you buy JCPenney Auto Insurance?
Because JCPenney Auto works harder for me.
They give me a great deal on rates.
They settle 88% of our claims in 3 business days after proof of loss. The thing I like is that JCPenney Auto lets me choose the garage for repair.
I get 50% more medical coverage when I fasten my seatbelt.
I bought it because it's JCPenney Auto Insurance.
Why should you buy JCPenney Auto Insurance?
They work harder.
Jerry Redding, President and Director of Research for Nexus Products Company.
Nature itself is the ultimate miracle. It is here that the Nexus products for the hair and skin came to be. Is your hair brittle, oily, too thin? Ask your hairstylist for the Nexus formulation best suited to your particular hair and skin care needs. It took me over 50 years to find it, but it'll only take you a few pleasant moments at your favorite salon to discover the magic of Nexus for yourself.
Nexus.
Later this afternoon, Carson Newman will be in Hickory, North Carolina for another conference game. The Eagles will meet the Bears of Lenore-Rhine College. Now, the Bears have a freshman quarterback. He's small and very, very quick. The Bears also have one of the top receivers in the country. It's going to be an important football game this afternoon for the Eagle defensive ends. So we continue now our Coach's Corner series with defensive end coach Mike Whitley.
Here we go. All right, outside free. That's good. Good leverage on the quarterback.
My name is Mike Whitley. I coach the defensive ends here at Carson Newman College. When we're looking for defensive ends to fit into our scheme, we're looking for a rare blend of height, size, strength, speed, and athletic ability. In our defensive package here, the 50 scheme, we ask our defensive ends to, at one time or another, execute responsibilities that are quite unique. They have to be able to play blocking schemes and read blocking schemes, as well as defensive linemen. They have to be able to contain the quarterback like a true defensive end. They have to be able to stunt like a linebacker, and at times we ask them to take pitch responsibility from the line of scrimmage, very similar to a cornerback or a strong safety. So we're looking for an athlete that has good height, good speed, strength, and quickness. The most important ingredients is aggressiveness and toughness. We hope this evening we're going to show you what the game of college football looks like from the perspective of a defensive end. Okay, Charles, this is our sweep drill. You want good collision at the line of scrimmage. You want to be sure that the tight end doesn't reach you, doesn't get his head on your outside pad. Don't be knocked off the line of scrimmage. Come off and find the football. All right, let's run the drill, Lamar. Good collision now. All right, get rid of the blocker. Okay, good job. Good job. That's where you're supposed to be. Okay, make sure you use your hands good, Charles. Don't let him get close to you. Okay, here we go, Lamar. All right, get off, get off. All right, good. Okay. All right, Charles, this is a kick-out drill. When the tight end blocks down inside, you want to squeeze to the hip of the tackle, which is represented by this cone, and find the first different colored shirt. Take it on with your inside shoulder pad, keeping your outside pad free. All right, Lamar, let's run it. Good tempo now. Squeeze and attack. All right, good. That's where you want to be, right there. Okay, Charles, this is our sprint out drill. You want to make sure that you contain the quarterback. He's going to be sprinting to you, trying to either outrun you or throw the football. We want to make sure we keep him inside of us and keep pressure on him and make it hard for him to throw the football. Keep your outside arm free and don't let him cut your legs. Okay, here we go. Run it, Lamar. Okay, here we go. All right, good, good. Herbert, come just a little wider. Both of you go ahead and get a shot on him. Okay, make sure you keep your outside pad free now, Charles. Here we go. All right, good, good. Don't let him run across your face. All right, one more time. Here we go. Okay, good job. Okay, Lamar, this is our backside drill, our fold drill. All the action is going to appear to be going away from you. You want to physically backpedal off the line of scrimmage, checking for first the cutback and then the reverse, always keeping your shoulders square and parallel. When you find the football, you attack it right now, getting your making contact on the outside shoulder pad of the ball carrier. Don't ever let the football cross your face. All right, here we go. Let's run the drill. Okay, good. All right, good job. Right there, that's cut back. All right, let's run a reverse now. Pick up the tempo just a little. Here we go. All right, no cut back. There's the reverse. Get upfield. Okay, good job. All right, let's run through it again. All right, Lamar, make sure you're not in too big a hurry to chase the sweep. Okay, good job. Always finding the ball. All right, let's stay with the cut back or the reverse. Mostly the cut back, Charles. Okay, good backside read now, Lamar. That's good. Okay, that's the way to find it. Make sure you know where the ball is before you go. Okay, no cut back. There's the reverse. Good job. We'll get a close-up of them.
Coach Mike Whitley does a great job staying with the defensive end. We do ask our defensive ends to do a lot of things, and we're very fortunate to have some good athletes there, and they do a great job for us. And of course, Coach Whitley also coordinates our kicking game and does a great job with the kicking game. So those guys will have their hands full today, and hopefully they'll be ready to go, and we'll have a good showing against the Bears. We'll be right back after this message.
JCPenney Men's Department is your favorite place to buy your initial belt. If you're a champion, Olympian, or just a regular guy, JCPenney is your favorite initial. Buxton's initial belt is reversible from black to brown, genuine leather. It's initialized, and one size fits your favorite champion. Custom fitted to his own size. From A to Z, Buxton's initial belt. Found at your area JCPenney Men's Department. Buxton, JCPenney, and Carson Newman. A combination of all champions.
DP Gym Pack. $50 professional exercises at home. DP, fit for life.
For life, for life. DP. My turn.
Some umbrellas can surprise you, but every totes is carefully engineered to open easily, reliably, with a special shape big and deep enough to shelter two. Some umbrellas can surprise you, but every totes is built to give you no surprises for years and years.
My totes is 10 years old. Still works beautifully.
In a little over an hour, the Eagles will kick off against Lenoir-Rhyne, the Bears, in Hickory, North Carolina at College Field. Now, Lenoir-Rhyne, Coach Sparks, is winless on the season. They're 0-7, but they've got some outstanding talent. They've got a young quarterback who's very, very good. They have a receiver who is, Terrence Stewart is his name, and he's the second rated pass receiver in the country. And they can do some things very well, and they've played well all year long. They've been in most of the games they've played. And right now, Carson Newman's still #1 in the country. Lenoir-Rhyne 0-7, so that's a dangerous situation, isn't it?
Well, it really is, Stan. It's one of those situations that, you know, they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And the fact is that they are very much an improving football team. They have a new coach this year, a guy that came from Furman, was many years at Presbyterian, and Coach Perry. And he's instilling some things there that are just now taking root, I think, and they're going to be a tough football team for us to play against. Last 2 weeks they've been scoring a lot of points. They have a very elaborate offensive system, and it takes a while for that kind of a system to take effect and start really being executed like it needs to be executed. So they're a good football team. They're a young football team with some veterans mixed in. They have a freshman quarterback starting. They have sophomores in some skill positions. The receiver, the Stewart boy, is an outstanding receiver, #2 in the country, is a great receiver. So, you know, some of their young people are getting maturity because they now have 7 games under their belt. They'll be everything that we could ever. We better be ready to play, and we better be over there ready to be geared up and get after it, because it's a dangerous situation.
On paper now, Stewart, the receiver that we've been speaking of, is about 40% of their offense. Will your defensive scheme be set up to stop him primarily, or what exactly is the situation this week?
Well, Stan, I think probably they've relied on the pass a whole lot more than they probably wanted to. I think they're averaging about 100 yards rushing, about 170 yards passing. And I think they would like to run the ball, but they just haven't been real successful running the football. So now they did have a back last week who gained 100 yards rushing against Liberty Baptist. So I think they're the kind of football team that wants to run it some to establish the pass, but they'll take whatever they can do. And so the main thing we've got to do, I think we got to start off shutting down the running game as usual and try to do that. At the same time, I think we got to put pressure on the quarterback, because the key to the great pass, to any pass defense, is to put pressure on the quarterback. So we've got to do that, and then we've got to knock down 1 or 2 and not let Stewart catch them and run all over the field against us. So, and you know, defensively, they're tough defensively. They rank very high in the conference defensively, and we've got to do a good job against the defensive package that they do a great job with. And they've been stingy this year defensively, and it's going to be important for us to take care of the football this week, and we've got to have a kicking game functioning. And Stan, you've made me nervous sitting here talking. Doggone it, why can't we talk about something else?
Let's talk about injuries. That's a bright spot for your team. You're getting some people well.
Well, we don't have anybody that probably will miss this ball game, but we have a lot of guys that are banged up, and you know, in the 8th game of the year, things start mounting up a little bit, but we're in pretty good shape, yes.
This afternoon, 2 o'clock in Hickory, North Carolina, as the Eagles continue their Sac 8 schedule against the Bears of Lenore-Rhine College. For Coach Ken Sparks, I'm Stan Cotton. Our Eagle Radio Network broadcast will begin at 1:30. We'll see you next week on the Ken Sparks Show.
Why should you buy J.C. Penney Auto Insurance?
Because J.C. Penney Auto works harder for me.
They give me a great deal on rates.
They settle 88% of our claims in 3 business days after proof of loss.
The thing I like is that J.C. Penney Auto lets me choose the garage for repair.
I get 50% more medical coverage when I fasten my seatbelt.
I bought it because it's J.C. Penney Auto Insurance.
Why should you buy J.C. Penney Auto Insurance?
They work harder.
Jerry Redding, President and Director of Research for Nexus Products Company.
Nature itself is the ultimate miracle. It is here that the Nexus products for the hair and skin came to be. Is your hair brittle, oily, too thin? Ask your hairstylist for the Nexus formulation best suited to your particular hair and skin care needs. It took me over 50 years to find it, but it'll only take you a few pleasant moments at your favorite salon to discover the magic of Nexus for yourself.
Nexus.
DP Gym Pack. $50 professional exercises at home. DP, fit for life.
For life, for life. DP. My turn.
Doubt that our best days are yet to come.
All across Tennessee, people have gotten used to bringing their problems to Albert Gore Jr., a mother in need of an organ transplant for her baby. Residents of Henderson County faced with the prospect of a hazardous waste dump in their backyards. Parents fighting defective infant formula. A small business struggling for survival. A father desperate for information about his sons. Albert Gore Jr., a man who understands that government exists to serve people, not itself. Albert Gore Jr. for the U.S. Senate.
WBIR TV, Channel 10, Knoxville.